Welcome to Chris and Carlette Live, a podcast about life, love, and overcoming obstacles. Each week, we discuss the good, the bad, and the indifferent of life's interruptions. Now, here's your host, Chris and Carlette.
Keep believing, don't go stressing, keep it moving. God, we're resting, here to help you, here to bless you. With God on our side, CNC Life, CNC Life, CNC Life.
We're back. You don't have your mic on.
Oh. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
So we're back in the studio from a wonderful camping trip.
We were at Time Away RV Resort in Lincoln, Alabama.
I can't even talk today.
Okay.
Right outside of Talladega. Actually,
Yes.
right across the street from the Talladega Speedway.
Absolutely. And they had the little miniature races going on. You could hear late at night. But that's the great thing about camping. When you at certain spots and certain events and arenas, you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you may be there when something's going on and you can catch it. And so our children are definitely, especially our sons, are waiting for a race because that location is only an hour and 15 minutes away from us. And that's a quick getaway. And supporting this great couple, the Lawsons, Nate and Alicia at Time Away RV Resort. So listen, look them up with your camping needs, RVing, whatever class you have.
Yes, that was fun though.
Yes, it was. It was.
You know, we met a host.
Yes, we did.
A host of people we fell in love with.
Yes. They were really great. Wealth of knowledge, experience, people new to it, been with it for a while. Of course, we met up with our friend again, Angela, and her husband, and he's known as Fella. Met up with them. We all came at the same time. It wasn't planned. Now, we did plan it with our camp family. We love the Jenkins, Tanya, Jeff, and their son. And we just, we planned that for us to go, but so happened all our schedules, our trips all planned together with the grand opening at Time Away. And we had a great time, met some new people.
Got Crystal on the line. I see she
Crystal's
just coming.
on?
Yes.
Hey.
Speaking of the Carols.
Yes, which was one of the couples we met.
Yes. We want to go into that's a good segue.
Okay. I was about to name all the people we met, though.
Okay, go ahead, name.
We met Jan and her husband,
Yes.
LaRoyce and Darren.
Yes.
I think Jan's husband's name is James, I believe. Fun people. We of course we met the Carols, Crystal
Yes.
and Iggy, and of course again, like I said, we met up again with the Jenkins who we love, and Angela and Fella, and we met this other couple. They were a military family, retired military. Great. Listen, all those we met, they had all the class A's, and I'll be honest, I had already had the itch, but the itch is even the more now that I have about upgrading. Okay. So I'm just saying, be on the lookout. Trailer now, Class A later. Just saying. Okay. Oh, he's fixing the camera. See, that's the good thing about being live. Y'all get to see
Y'all
it
get
raw.
the real.
So listen, while you're on here, go ahead and share your link. Share on Facebook, share YouTube, share other people to come on, because the topic we have tonight is really good. But before we go to that, we want to go back to what we were saying, how we met these wonderful people, in particular this couple, Crystal, the Carols, Crystal and Iggy.
Yes. And I want you to definitely keep this couple in your prayers. They live down in the Miami area, and great conversation, great people. One of the things that kind of touched my heart was the fact that Iggy, he's a captain and he is over the special unit and he's over you might have to put that in the chat, Crystal, but he's a captain and he's over PR for the whole Miami firefighter department.
I think it's search and rescue.
Yeah, search and rescue. So,
okay.
It was crazy because he had the option to either turn around and go deal with the individuals in Miami or the situation. But, what he decided, he needed to take time out and refresh and then go down.
Actually, they told him to do it.
Yeah, they told him to do it. Like,
yes.
you know what?
He battled with that.
Right. And you could tell that it was on his mind.
Yeah, he was constantly watching the news. He kept all TVs outside, inside, all TVs on.
Yeah, so when you all, think about him and his wife, and as well as the other individuals, all of his team, just keep him in your prayers. I did a screenshot of Iggy on my phone. I heard his voice. I was like, "Hey, that's Iggy." So
Crystal said he's a public information officer.
Yeah,
PIO.
He's the public information. There he is. That's Mr. Iggy. I was just honored. I keep him. I text him every now and then just to kind of keep him positive. And I know he can't get to my text all the time, but
you're not looking for a response.
Yeah, no.
It's just to let him know that
somebody's praying for him.
Praying.
And somebody's keep him encouraged. So we definitely want to uplift him. When you all pray at night, uplift the carols and all that whole entire situation.
The families that have been affected. I mean, as you know, as I believe it was yesterday, the second half was demolished. So everybody lost everything. I don't think they were allowing people to go in to get stuff because it was so dangerous. So they're starting from scratch. I'm sure there's plenty of organizations that is taking donation to help people they have to restart their lives. Also, I also think about this is not the time. Pray against scams because scammers will try to get on top of this situation and manipulate people in their time of need and desperation. So it's so much to pray for. It's so much. If you ever need something to pray for, you like, oh, I don't know. Turn to CNN. Yeah. Just sit there. Oh, plenty.
Right. I think once this is over with, once Iggy is free, he might be my BFF. No.
Hey.
I just kidding. Well, I mean, I'm serious, but no. But I appreciate the carols and all that little group that we met with those. It was like we were down at, we had to go up on the north side.
Yeah, we was on the south side.
Yes.
But it was nice. The whole RV resort, Time Away, is nice. I should have seen these RVs. But when you walk down to where those gas and diesel RV Class A's, you was like, oh.
Yeah. So that was a great experience.
Yes, it was. Great people.
Yeah. That was cool. So the next thing we did, the next issue that I wanted to, not issue, but thing that I wanted to bring up was this whole thing with Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes.
And how they are disqualifying her
for the testing positive
for a little marijuana.
Just saying.
I'm like, I understand the rules, but sometimes I come from the school of thought that sometimes rules are made to be broken. So just because she had a little, somebody
could take what you just said and say, oh, so he looks for a handout.
No, I'm not saying that, but because of the whole situation that she was going through with her mom, like I sent you, I don't know if you saw it, I sent you a video. You probably didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance. And it was her winning. Actually, this particular race, it was so funny. Like she starts off slow, but then she comes and in front of the just zooms back. But maybe about 10 feet before the finish line, she's looking at the clock, pointing at the clock like, yeah, I got this.
I got this time.
I'm like, oh my God, she's funny, but it's at the same time, I feel like, they let other people in sports that even do worse, like enhancement drugs and
performance enhancement drugs.
Yeah. And so now, what's on your mind? You got something?
No, I'm listening.
So it's just like, man, what is the deal? Like, how come she doesn't get a pass?
Well, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Go ahead.
Because I'm only bringing one example. People you can put it in the chat, other examples, okay? And you can even call in. The phone lines are open. But
not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Or just type it in. Here's the thing. So one of the quickest things that the rebuttal was, and I wanted to read first before I brought this up because my mind went straight there to Michael Phelps, okay? Mm-hmm. And there is the picture that is out with him with the, I think those are called bongs or something like that.
Yeah, bong. Mm-hmm.
And
you put
so,
marijuana in.
But they said the difference between her case and his case was timing.
Yeah,
it was timing. I got I'm looking at it right here off of Sport News
because she did it within the time you go to the Olympics.
He did it after,
right? But I'm like, come on, y'all.
He did it after, but he did lose something. He did lose some sponsorship. He did, but yet and still, he's still a millionaire.
But his mother didn't die.
His mother did not die.
This
was her way of coping.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. This was her way.
Right.
This was how she knew to quickly, so I can be, I guess, focused or calm or at peace to bring my nerves down, whatever the case may be. But one thing at the same time, she said, I knew what I did.
And she apologized right away.
She did apologize. But can I say something?
What's
I know she was her own person and she did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say to her circle, what were y'all doing? Why did y'all let her do that?
Maybe they didn't know.
Why y'all let her buy it?
Maybe they didn't know.
Maybe they didn't know. Somebody knew.
Maybe somebody slipped to her.
Okay, whoever's slipping it to her, can y'all think beyond your pockets and look at her future and say, no, I can't sell to you?
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying they need to go ahead. If I have to call the Olympic Committee myself.
Okay. Well, you're not the only one calling. There are petition lists that you can sign.
Yeah, so let me ask you this. Is it because of her race?
I can't answer that.
I was listening to, I think it was CNN today.
Because this is the thing that gets me. And I'm glad you said that to a degree. Mm-hmm. Marijuana ain't going to make you go fast.
It sure won't. It'll make you go slow.
That is not going to make you go fast. But
it'll make you go
so
slow.
she was fast because of her training and her ability. Okay,
right.
She did the thing.
Right.
Marijuana is not gonna make you go fast, but it does calm your nerves. Everybody else was nervous, but she was.
She was using it for medicinal purposes.
Hey,
maybe she should have got her a card,
a prescription. Okay. Wait,
we got
what
the
did Keisha say? When making eliminations of people, I think you should eliminate every possible reason why a person might need to be eliminated. And Carlette, I think people neglect all aspects of why people behave the way they do. Yeah. There is a reason behind it, but everybody doesn't want to do the work. They just want to say, "Boom, rules are rules, rules are rules," and we're gonna stick with that. Rules are rules. But I want the rules to be rules for everybody. Mm-hmm. Trust and believe. People are digging deep on this. They digging deep.
I just say I'm gonna call.
I read it. They said it was the timing. That was the one. But
they said
cases is the timing.
They said she still might race though, like the
one
4x100.
Race, but yes.
But the one that she's good at, she'll miss out.
She's gonna miss out
because
it's still the timing is within those 30 days, the date for it. But the other one is in August.
But they were saying how like when I was listening to the CNN, they were saying how much more like if she was. Yeah, that's good, Keisha.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying how much more effect if they let her in the race, it will have on the U.S. Olympic winning. I mean, because they were comparing her like to a FloJo, and to get like all this hair and everything.
Hair, the nails.
I mean, that's
FloJo.
They'll make more money off of that than
absolutely
and
they would. But you know what? Nike said we're not dropping her.
Well,
Nike's not dropping her.
There you go.
And guess who else they did support? Colin Kaepernick.
Maybe Nike needs to drop the Olympic Committee if they're.
I don't know.
If they're
why do they have to drop
sponsor?
That? I don't know. But they're not dropping her. When I saw that, I was like, wow.
Gone.
Just like Colin. But okay, let's talk about this. Now,
What?
when people, just like they did with Kaepernick, when they found out that Nike was supporting it, everybody went out and bought them some Nikes. People, go buy some stock.
Right, buy some stock. Yes.
Go buy some stock. Instead of buying the shoes, go buy their stock. And they were like, well, it's $150 a share. Well, you just paid $200.
Well, look.
I don't know the share price, but I'm just saying.
That's that. We gotta move on.
Okay,
it's
we gotta move on.
So we also had a phenomenal time last week as well as this weekend. We released, here is the copy of Life's Interruptions, His Beauty, Her Battle. No, that was the wrong button. It's that button. It's that. So going back to a few broadcasts, this is the Carlette show. Okay, where she mans the audio. She mans.
Y'all saw me press that button like I was really about to do. I was looking for that hand clap.
And I'm trying to stop it, and it won't stop because it's a loop.
I'm sorry. Okay.
This is the Carlette show. Yeah, the Carlette live show.
Okay, I was trying to be helpful with the hand claps. But anyway.
And it's still playing.
Okay.
I can't even do the hand claps. Okay, there we go. This is our book. So it's how many pages is this? It's 110 pages full of our testimony.
Right.
Of when Carlette was diagnosed.
And as Dr. Isaac Sparks says.
Yes.
You wrote a book, not a 23-page pamphlet. Huh?
Keisha, can you come get your friend? Can you seriously?
Okay. Ooh.
Can you come? I don't know.
Okay.
Did you take any CBD oil or anything?
I don't have
Did you
any of
smoke
that.
any?
I don't have any. Okay, come on. All right, the book has been a blessing. We've received some wonderful reviews and responses. Listen, we even had people to call and say, listen, did this really happen? And you survived this? And it's not so... I can't really go into the story. You got to buy the book, okay? Go to lifesinterruptions.com. You can even look us up, Chris and Carlette. Our website will come up where you can order the book. You can send us a message on our page. Hey, I want to buy the book.
If you want an autograph version, you can
Yes.
cash app us at CNC Live.
Dr. Sparks said there is a difference.
It's Dr. Spark. Hey, but by the way, we're preparing
Yes.
for a book read. Hey, Miss Winona.
Yes.
We're preparing for a book read.
A roundtable discussion.
So we're going to make sure that you read this book.
Yes, because those we'll be able to pick from who can be a part of this virtually.
Dr. Sparks,
Keisha,
Crystal,
Winona.
Yes. Make sure we're going to bring you all on live and have a roundtable discussion about the book.
But we can only do this if you finish reading it. We had people that finished. Keisha finished in 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay, and because she couldn't put it down. My mother, she said, you caught me at the first chapter. She said, some people you have to lead into it. It was like, oh no, I was captivated at chapter 1, and it's hard to put down. Yes, this is real. This is a real story. We didn't make this up. this is not, you're not reading the script. This is a real story.
So, and these are selling like, so by the way, so speaking of book signings,
Okay.
so we signed our book last week, and then we were
Yes.
with, Krista says she's done. So yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
Krista's
bring
done,
you on.
yes.
I think it may be next week. I got a lot of stuff going on this week.
Give them time.
Okay.
Just give
Maybe in
more
2
people
weeks.
time.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
It
But
may be a July date, maybe an August date.
yes. So we were able to meet with yesterday. We went up to the Dream Center Church of Atlanta.
But before, did we talk about our book signing?
Oh, okay. Let's talk. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I thought I mentioned.
Let's talk about
Baby, we only got a few minutes.
Okay, let's talk about
We gotta
real
get
quick,
Miss Demitra on.
launch. We launched our book at our book signing
Yes,
at our church, Life Church of Atlanta, Pastor Dr. Terrence A. Merritt.
Terrence A.
And let me tell you, the love of our, members, our church family members, Dr. Sparks being one of them, came. We signed the book. We're going to post some pictures on our page from it, but it was wonderful. And the good thing about it, just the love and the support. And then afterwards, we met with our pastor afterwards. And when I tell you, I had to fight tears. I was not going to cry, but he just imparted wisdom just instantly. It how, again, folks got to lead into stuff. No, his first words was wisdom. His first words were encouragement. And I thank God for a pastor that is not jealous. Woo! I just said something.
Okay. She's on a roll today. I'm not sure what. She must have got
Seriously,
too much
he pushes
rest.
us.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So yesterday,
yesterday.
we were able to meet with, go up to the Dream Center and met with Pastor Danielle Murphy. And then we actually, she endorsed the book, and
Yes,
then
she
we
did.
met with the psalmist,
Bishop
William Murphy.
Mhm.
So that was an awesome experience.
Yes.
And then, so let's quickly do this though. I want to sign one book on show.
Live.
Yeah, live.
Okay.
So this is for Robin Sabobobomohin.
We say it wrong.
Shobobobo.
Shobomohin. We say it wrong.
So here you start to sign it,
okay.
and then I'll start to sign it,
Okay.
and then you talk about your canning class.
So we had a canning class last month. It was I think it was like June 12th or something like that. And we had people to register. We had a wonderful virtual class. I gave them homework, and guess what? They have been turning in homework and extra credit. They are canning strawberries, blueberries, black raspberries. That went out. They are canning peaches. Listen, they got it and they're doing it. This is a life skill. This is something that one person, what they've canned already, their family has already consumed. I think they're down to like 2 jars. I think that's what Winona said. But listen, and the families are happy over the canning. Listen, this is blessing families. It's a life skill. It's something I learned on my own, and just grateful. I love it. And like I said, this is something, you know how you go to and you see the label and the brand name. Usually those brand names are family name. Well, guess what? You can label your own and put your name on it. And you can pronounce the ingredients. That's my thing. Farm to table, however you want to look at it. But we have a next class. Class number 2. It's going to be all things tomato. We're going to be doing fresh salsa. We're going to do stewed tomatoes. We're going to even do a spaghetti marinara. So, or you want to just call it a marinara sauce. Let's call it that, with Italian seasons in. What do you want to call it? However, that's going to happen on July 31st, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. RSVP. You RSVP by Facebooking me, inboxing me, my personal page on Messenger, Cash App, and Charlie 2375. And, people text me, they inbox me on Facebook, Messenger. Just get at me. Is real simple, and we go from there. And I am going to post this, but I want to make an announcement. But all those who were in the class last, they knew first. They knew they were given the date last week. So, of course, I got to give them first to let them know. But listen, the seats aren't limited because we're doing virtual. Again, that is July 31st, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 Central, which is 7:30 Pacific time.
And
So,
we'll send out an Eventbrite so you can register
absolutely.
and also
that
pay
too.
at the same time. So we'll
Yep.
do that. Miss Demitra, are you on? I don't see your camera. Did she turn it off?
I hope not.
All right, you might have to text her. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So yeah, we what else was it? Is that it for all of our announcements?
I believe so. We had so much.
Yeah. It's been a fun time.
Yes. And it's not over. But listen, where we're going now, here's the thing. Okay. It is statistically proven that our children lose up to 70%, can possibly lose 70% of what they just learned in the last class year. Okay. And it's up to us parents to be proactive during the summertime to keep them engaged, because they have a hard time getting, when they get back in, some children may have a hard time, and it's such a struggle for the teachers to get them back on task, to get them even to the point of ready for their new grade level. So they have to go back and recap some things in math, language arts, whatever the case may be. Mainly those two, though, reading. And so I wanted to bring on Miss Demitra Bryant. She is a middle school teacher. She is currently a special education teacher with 25 years of experience. She holds a master's degree in special education and a bachelor's of art in American studies. Her dedication to students include teaching children reading and writing in the general education, special education, and gifted education levels. She's getting ready to celebrate the 17th year anniversary at Yeager Middle School in Douglas County, Georgia, right where we are. Demitra is also the author of several books: Escape, Discover, Rejuvenate, Let Travel Be Your Cure, The Travel Agent Planner, and the soon-to-be-released children's book, Bumblebee Number 5. In addition to working in the public school sector, she's also the owner of My Tutor Helps Me, where she provides private tutoring lessons in reading and writing. She creates learning pathways and unique to each student. She creates learning pathways unique to each student. The tutoring studio houses books, magazines, and activity kits for her students to check out and enjoy at home. Please, everybody that's listening, we want to welcome Ms. Demitra Bryant here to the platform, to the stage, and to give us some wisdom. Please, let's welcome her.
You want to press the right button this time?
Yes, I do.
It's this one right here. Yes. There we go. All right. Hey, Miss Demitra. Sorry about all this. I don't know what's happened to her today. It's just she's off the chain today.
Hey.
I don't know.
It's all good. Y'all got me cracking up over here. First of all, I wanted to thank you for having me on. Second, congratulations on the book.
Thank you
That
so
is
much.
awesome.
Thank you.
That's right. Authors in the house. Hey.
Thank you.
So I know that was really a good experience, probably stressful at the same time, but when that baby is birthed, it's a good feeling.
Yes, it is a good
A
feeling.
really good feeling. So, hello everyone. I am Demitra Bryant, and I want to share with you what Mrs. Edwards was sharing in regards to the 70% loss of what the kids learn over the school year. So, everybody here has been to a playground.
Yes.
Either we've been on the playground ourselves, or we've taken our kids or nieces, nephews, whatever, to the playground. There's something there called a slide.
Oh.
Okay, and that 70% loss that she's talking about, teachers consider it to be the summer slide. So I want you to imagine this slide and the steps. But instead of calling them steps, we're going to call them months of the year. Months of the school year. Step 1, August. Then you have step 2, September, October, November, December, and normally a slide will have about 10 to 12 steps. Each one of those steps represent a month of the school year. Then you have May and June. You at the top of that step. They're at the top of their learning. They have practiced and learned and read and did tons and tons of things at the school year. And now it's summer vacation and we're going to go down that slide.
Mm-hmm.
That
Wow.
slide of knowledge that's being lost because the kids are now not engaged in structured learning. So what I wanted to do is provide some, some activities that can be done while you're on summer break. Okay?
Okay.
And some of this stuff is going to look old school. I don't know if you guys ready to see this.
Now, can I say something?
You sure can.
I want to add, if you all remember when I read her bio, that she does private tutoring. I met her by way of doing a request looking in search of on the page, the Women of Douglasville. Okay. It's the tell-all. If you want to know anything in Douglasville, you join that. Okay. When you become a resident. And so I put on there, in search of a tutor, child going into second grade, da 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 da. And I tell you, she has changed Evan's whole outlook on when it comes to reading, writing, and everything. And I still have her during the summer. I told her mine will not lose nothing %. Okay. For the oldest to the youngest, everybody's doing something every day. He meets with her once a week and he has assignments and we have a schedule. And we are in constant contact. She's a great tutor. So anybody, and here, you don't have to be in Georgia. This is virtual. She can teach anybody. So I just want to say what she's saying, I have experience. And he did a test at the end of the school year, and Evan is reading at almost a 4th grade level, going into the 3rd grade.
Yes.
Okay. I had to put that out there.
I hope she didn't forget her thought because
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's about the show.
I did, but I'm
It's about the
so
show.
proud of him. I am really, really proud of him. And even for this summer, he is keeping up with his grammar lessons and we're doing some writing. And I'm preparing him for what's usually the first writing prompt of the school year of a personal narrative. I don't think there's a teacher out there that doesn't ask the kids to write something about their summer vacation. Okay, and he's going to be well prepared for that particular prompt, adding in dialogue, sensory details, how to edit his work.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, first thing I wanted to show you was this game.
Oh.
Boggle.
bongo.
Okay, Boggle. I don't know if you guys know that.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Old school.
So, Boggle here. Okay, why am I recommending it? Because, it's summertime. Kids play games. But what can you do before playing that game? Read the instructions. Reading, comprehension.
Yes.
Okay, doesn't have to formally come from a textbook. Reading comprehension. Okay, so we have to read it, we have to understand it. Okay, so in here are some dice that have the letters of the alphabet on it, and the whole objective of the game is to make words. Who can make as many words as possible within, it says a 3-minute timer, but I swear my little sand timer, I think it might have lost some sand. I swear that's just a minute right there. So how many words can they make in a minute of 3 letters or more? Okay, so first thing is playing games, reading directions, understanding the directions, and playing it. Okay,
So
ready
Boggle.
for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so next one would be, following a recipe.
Oh.
Cooking.
Oh.
Get a cookbook. Download something off of Pinterest or whatever. Kids, or everybody loves to eat.
Yes.
So why not find their favorite recipe, have them either write down the instructions or print it, read it. You have your reading. May have some writing involved, but you definitely have some math.
Yes, you
And
do.
measuring. Some science. We got some safety things that need to go on. Okay. One of the recipes I would suggest would be making ice cream.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Making ice cream.
And
Yeah.
why specifically ice cream?
Because it's hot.
That's true.
That's true.
It's summertime, right?
That's true.
It's hot outside. You want something cool and refreshing. So why not ice cream? And you can even do it as a vegan ice cream, okay? Using frozen bananas.
Oh,
Frozen bananas. Yes, that's how us vegans make ice cream, with frozen bananas.
wow. Okay.
Interesting.
And a food processor. Drop some vanilla in it, and if you have some chocolate, you can add chocolate or strawberries, and just let it go around and around until it looks nice and creamy, and you have ice cream.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Okay, so the next one, and guys, I had to type some notes because
Oh,
Oh,
you
yes, you're
good?
fine.
mine is a terrible thing to waste.
Yes.
Bring a book to life by going to visit an actual location. So I have my little cart here of props. I'm always have my teacher card. So this is a book I'm going to recommend. The Watsons Go to Birmingham,
Wow.
1963.
Mm, 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 mm.
Now I always recommend this book, one, because it's really good. The author, Christopher Paul Curtis, been around for a while, writes wonderful books. But I was born in 1963. Hey.
Okay.
And I have a birthday on Wednesday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta call and sing happy
I
birthday.
recommend this book. The genre is considered historical fiction.
Mhm.
So the family may be made up, but in 1963, they take a trip to Birmingham, Alabama,
Wow.
in the height of the civil rights movement,
Gotcha.
Wow.
and some major events that are going on in 1963. Okay, so
Wow.
I have a student that I'm tutoring. We're reading this. He's only in the first grade. This book is normally taught in fifth grade and up to eighth grade. He's an accelerated reader.
Okay.
So we did this, but I have to provide him with background knowledge. So we went on and we did things like find the clothing and the music and the movies and the cartoons based on 1963 so he could get a better understanding. So what you want to do is make sure that you build your child's background knowledge.
Yes.
Okay? So yeah, go actually visit the location. So there's plenty of things that you can go and see in Birmingham, Alabama, and you can relate it right back to the book. Now that's
Okay.
interesting.
We're about what, hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yep, we sure are, hour and a
Yeah,
half.
we are. That's a
Right
nice
on
trip.
20.
That's a quick trip.
Yep.
Okay, so you ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am. I'm writing down everything. I'm taking notes.
So next would be read books about your culture. Okay, so I always tend to select really unusual books, things that you normally can't find in bookstores. Okay, I love Facebook because it reads your algorithms on things that you're looking for, and that stuff just start popping up. So I definitely make sure that I support new authors. So here you go, beautiful cover. I can't even begin to tell you the quality of work of this book. I'm sure my camera is not showing any justification, but this is a material spine book.
Yeah.
Okay, you can feel the texture of the images, and just look at the color
Wow.
inside of this. Phenomenal. So yeah, learning more about your culture and other cultures. Okay, and then read something that's inspirational. Okay, oops, nope, that's not my inspirational book. This one is my inspirational book. All Because You Matter.
All Because You Matter. Oh, I love it.
Okay,
Let me write
our
that down.
children need to know that they matter,
Right. Especially nowadays.
Yes.
especially nowadays. And as you notice, I pulled out a couple of African American books because there's just I don't think that there are a lot of opportunities for children African American children to read about us in school. So let me tell you a little something.
Yes,
These
ma'am.
novels, let's say the Watsons Go to Birmingham, 1963, a class set of books is 30 books. Sometimes there's 35 students in the class. So you got to hope on any given day 5 kids are out so everybody can have a book.
Oh,
Okay, this 30 novels, and you may get a teacher's edition workbook, could cost $500 to $600. for books.
Wow.
Okay, so it's not like schools have funds like that because that's only going to take care of one class.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, and yes, you can share them amongst other classes, and then that's when things start getting a little raggedy.
Yeah. And
Books.
germs, huh?
And now germs, exactly.
Yes.
COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, read something inspirational. Okay, over the summer. Let them know that they matter. This is a really good book.
What was the name of the book right before All Because You Matter? Because I'm right. I miss writing that one down.
Idea of the Benin Kingdom. Benin Kingdom. Benign Kingdom.
Okay.
And if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. It is written by ourancestors.com.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay, our OUR and then a dash ancestors. No, excuse me. And stories. ANCESTORIES.com.
Gotcha.
Okay.
If the child likes animals, why not visit a zoo? But why not read a book before going to the zoo? This one is Stella Luna.
Mm-hmm.
So if the child likes bats, why not go ahead and visit the bat pavilion?
Right.
Okay.
And the more you visit these places, the less it has to come to your house. Okay, I said it.
Okay. So here's a book, Stella Luna.
Okay, that's good. I wrote it
Okay.
down. Yes.
Next, let's see here. Ooh, read some nonfiction texts. So let me see what I have here. Oh, I have another inspirational one.
Okay.
Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace.
Yes.
How sweet the sound.
And who's the author on that? Because I'm sure there's a lot of amazing graces out there.
This one is Mary Hoffman, Hoffman. Mary, so Amazing Grace.
Okay.
As you can see, I have tons and tons of books. At the tutoring studio, there's books and magazines like everywhere. Okay, so nonfiction text. So why not Story Painter, The Life of Jacob Lawrence. Okay, African American artist who is suffering from mental illness.
Jacob Lawrence.
Jacob Lawrence, yes. And he tends to paint in what they call gouaches, which are huge paintings, but murals.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
So his paintings can be found, or his gouaches can be found throughout the world, honestly. And why not do a museum visit? So if you read the book and then go to the museum, or go to the museum and read the book, the child can make more of a connection.
Right. And then the good thing about some museums, they will have free admission for students usually during the summer. Or there might be a club that your child can join. You can sign your child up with maybe a reduced admission fee. So this is all about investments. We have to do it. We cannot. You cannot. If you did not learn,
the educational system.
you can't just throw your kids out there and just let them be. It's one thing already. Before the pandemic happened, the statistic was already up to 70% your child could lose during the summer. But now if you add on the pandemic, some kids was lost during the school year. So the teachers are already thinking what they have to do. They're not about to fail. They didn't fail your child. I don't know how many kids failed. I don't know. I don't even think they're allowed to fail them at this point. I don't know if they're allowed to. And so they're going to the next grade, still not knowing stuff from the previous grade, but has been advanced to the next grade. And so you got all this going on. That's why we as parents, or guardians, or whatever role you play, listen, grandma, auntie, uncle, cousin, join in, okay, in this, and just be there to help with this, because we cannot say, oh, it's their fault. I will not do it. I will not. For my 3, I will not do it. we are so responsible for the 3 we brought into this world. And to me, we made the commitment when we had them that we're going to do what's best for them. I can only speak for me and my house. So a part of that is, okay, it's nothing for me to call an auntie, a godmother, or a Miss Demitra to say, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. What? I don't know it all, but I know people. I will call Dr. Sparks, who has a doctorate in education. Listen, Dr. Sparks can tell you some stuff. I will. He's over the education piece for our church, And so when I find out, I'm like, okay, a new villager. So it's just, it's like that. Make the investment in our children. They need us. Don't go for the blame game. How do you feel about that? Am I making sense, Miss Bryant, Miss Demitra?
Oh yeah, very much so. Very much so. Unfortunately, there were some students that failed.
Oh, it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But basically, they didn't show up for class.
Because they didn't show up. Now see.
Or they showed up and they didn't do anything. And there's not much we can do about that.
Okay.
It takes the village.
So my understanding, yes, it does. My understanding, so with No Child Left Behind, though, I didn't think you can you retain kids with No Child Left Behind? Or is my understanding of that all wrong?
You know what? I'm not even gonna say that I now keep up with No Child Left Behind. Only thing I can tell you that a child has to produce work.
Yes.
In order to get a grade.
Yes. Okay.
So when you don't do, what are the ramifications?
Absolutely.
It is a learning process now.
Yes,
it is a learning process.
Yes, it is.
So, there was a lot of school systems this year that were able to offer summer school.
Oh.
Okay. So a lot of kids did attend summer school and, hopefully they were able to gain some lost skills during that time frame.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, yes, it goes back to the student, but before the parents, we got to do it. Everybody
has to do it,
We have to do it. It was hard. I ain't gonna say it was a cakewalk, but I thank the Lord. I do. I thank the Lord for everything that happened. They advanced. They didn't advance just because they did the work. My husband was calling. I was calling. We were texting, emailing, everything. And when I was frustrated, I called Miss Demitra.
Sure did. I thought they was BFFs for a minute. No.
And I called Dr. Sparks. And I called my sister-in-law. And I called my best friend. Listen, I was calling.
But you were reaching out for help.
Yes,
Right.
I was. I was.
And the help is normally there, but you got to reach out for it.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you got to be able to, have that open heart of being able to take some constructive criticism.
Yes.
To move the child to where they need to be.
Absolutely. Okay, so you said boggle, recipe, bring a book to life by going to a location, read books about your culture, read nonfiction texts, museum visits. What else you got for us?
Also that inspirational one, and I mentioned the book Because You Matter. Going back to, let's say, the Stella Luna. How about going to nature hike?
Nature
On that
hike.
nature hike, you could take a couple of pieces of paper, staple it together, do some drawing of things that you see on the hike.
Okay, now you just said something. You said piece of paper, pencil, pen, writing. Right. Talk about writing and the lost art of writing, please.
Yes, the lost art of writing. So, and I actually have some things down here. So the drawing, the journaling. Okay. It doesn't take much. Just have the kids write down what they did for the day. Something interesting that they made. Pose a question to them before leaving to work. It could be something like, I don't know. If you found a bottle and there was a genie in it, what would you wish for? Have them think about it throughout the day and just jot down some things. What we tend to see in schools are kids who are getting like the writer's block.
Oh.
They don't know what to write about.
So a lack of imagination.
True. I don't want to say lack of imagination, but having difficulties, imagining things.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you would
Difficulty.
think that they would be able to, considering so many of them are gamers.
Right.
Like, considering all those worlds you're entering in and, all the stuff that you have to do to get out of that game, you would think that their imaginations would be a little bit better.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. And let's see, I did have something else about writing. Oh, this daily journal writing. Daily
Okay.
journal writing.
Mhm.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be a thesis, doesn't need to be a book. Just start jotting down. And what normally happens naturally is each day the kids start writing a
That's
little bit
true.
more.
That's true.
Yeah, Christian
Mhm.
Evan was excited right before the show. He wanted me to see what he wrote. He said, "Yeah, I gotta prepare this for next week for Miss Demitra." So,
He came up. He was so proud.
he was so happy.
so proud.
Yeah, okay. So you saw it in the notebook, right?
Yes, I did.
Right.
Yes.
The beginning of the session we do our typing.
Yes.
A typing practice, and he struggled a little bit with the typing for his topic. So he just said to me, "Mr. Mitra, this typing and the writing is too hard for me. Can I write it on paper?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Right.
Yeah, penmanship, absolutely, dude.
Right.
Right. Right.
So let me ask you this. So where are we with the virtual school? Do you think where everyone's going back, or what is this next year going to entail?
You know what? That's a real good question. You know something I don't know? No. From what I understand, we will be back into the building traditional. Students who were virtual last up until the ending of the school year will have the option to be virtual again this year. However, in a different format. They are not expecting us as teachers to teach the class and online at the same time.
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. That is right. Yes. We talked about that. Yes.
Right. So I don't know if they're going to be given like a particular education platform where they can work independently. I don't know how any of that is working.
Actually, I heard about it. So there's going to be a whole different set of teachers that's strictly for virtual.
Yes,
Wow.
there will be.
Yep. Yeah.
There will be. So it was a challenge teaching live and then teaching online at the same time, but I actually liked it. I actually liked it. It helped me to learn more computer skills. Just imagine uploading books and their assignments, but ultimately, what was great about our county was each child had their own computer.
Yes, they did.
Right.
Yes, they did.
And with the platform that we use, I'm able to get into the student's document and help them along the way. Kind of similar than if the teacher would have walked around the classroom, stopped at somebody's book and noticed if they needed some help or something. I was able to look over your paper. Well, I'm able to see it online in real time. And that was great.
Wow.
That was really, really great.
So how can people get in contact with you?
Yes. We
'Cause
have,
we-
we have a parent. We have a parent who's already inquired about your virtual services.
Oh, okay. Well, they can contact me on mytutorhelpsme.com.
Okay.
Okay, there's
Wait,
submission
I'm
form.
typing it. My tutor helps me.com. I'm putting it in the chat line. Okay.
Okay. And then there's a website submission form that they can complete. And then I usually contact people within 24 hours. And then there is the office number. However, I'm kind of hesitant on giving it because if I'm not there, I don't check from home.
Okay.
And I may not be there for 2 days. And I don't want somebody to think I'm being rude by not returning their call.
Right.
So that's why I think the website submission form is the best way.
Okay.
And on there, it has the phone number and it has an email address that they can reach me on.
Okay. So everyone, go to the website, like she stated, mytutorhelpsme.com. Fill out the online submission form, and that's how you can get a quick response from Ms. Demitra Bryant to help with your tutoring needs. And let me tell you, it's worth it.
Yes.
It is worth it. Okay, that's all
I
I
appreciate that.
Absolutely, I'm serious. I saw a difference, and then how he tested and where he tested, I was just like, they was like, Miss Edwards, he's at a 3.7. He's well into the 3rd grade, going into the 4th in reading. I'm like, come on.
There you go. There you go. If I had to give one piece of advice in everything, it would be to know where your child is at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then from there, build on.
That's
because
good.
Kids learn in different ways, and not all, just because they're all in the 2nd grade don't mean that they're all at 2nd grade level. You have some 4th grade levels, you have some 1st grade levels. Meet them where they're at, provide them and teach them where they are. So then this way they can accelerate.
Exactly.
Because there's nothing worse than putting a book in front of somebody and they can't read. What's the first thing they're going to do is take that book and throw it away. I hate reading. I hate writing. I don't like math.
Yeah.
Right?
You're
Because we have to meet them where they are.
right.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, any
Wow.
final words? Any final words?
Just thank you very much for this awesome opportunity.
Oh, you are
Yes,
welcome.
It's our pleasure. Listen, I've been trying to get you on since February.
Since February.
Yeah, but it's happening here, and this is the right time. And the reason why this is so good, guys, we are 1 month away. We are 1 month away
1 month
from
away.
school starting. Okay, well, for us, from school starting. And if you're also a parent, you're 1 month or even 6 weeks away. According to, I don't know to what, but it takes 21 days to establish a habit. Okay, we have well over 21 days that you can work with your child. Yes, Saturdays included. You can work with your child to help them, whatever area they're struggling. You know, they have the books out there where to get them ready for the next grade. 3rd graders, for high school, whatever level. You know, they even sell this stuff at the dollar stores. It may be, skinny, but you're gonna spend the money. Go to Barnes and Noble. You can find something on Amazon.
Amazon.
To get your child ready for the new school year. Please, they need this, even if they don't know they need it. I don't care how much they say they hate it. No, get the greatness out of your child. Put a demand on them. Oh, you so hard. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm going to tell you like I told mine. If you don't get it together, prepare your lips to say, hello, welcome to Walmart. I said it. I did. Not saying that that's not an honorable job. But I know
But
what
you know
time
what?
and
That's
money.
not even an option now. I heard that they're getting rid of all the cash registers. All the cashiers. It was in the paper today. It's now all scan yourself and keep on rolling.
Oh, wow.
And education is key. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, I did it without. But how long did it take you to get before you got there versus the person who had the papers? They got it quicker. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And we ain't gonna even start talking about race in education. We're not even gonna talk about what you have to do more because of. I mean, that's a whole different show, you know. But my thing is no excuses. And we have to do it. We, as parents, we got to do our part. Invest in your children. They are worth it. They will thank you later. I promise you they will. I don't care how hard it is. They can give up they summer mornings and have all the rest of the afternoon and evening. I told mine, I said, give me a couple hours in the morning. Then you can have the rest of the day. That's our deal. That's our summer deal. That's our summer deal. I am not perfect. Please hear me good. I'm just trying for mine. Okay? And I just want to share you all a piece of person that's in our village, a part of how it has helped us. It can help you. And like I said, she's virtual. You can go to mytutorhelpsme.com, and if you say something on our page, inbox on our Chris and Carlette live page, and hey, who was that person? I need them. How can I get in contact? We know it happens. Contact. We will connect you. Okay, Ms. Demitra, thank you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. You too.
Thank you.
South Bronx, the South Bronx.
Now they don't know why you did that.
Right.
The South Bronx.
She is
Oh,
from.
no, it's Brooklyn in the
Yeah.
house. Sorry.
Boogie Down Productions.
Okay, tell
Okay,
us
okay.
why you're doing this, because she is from.
She's from New York.
She's
From
Brooklyn.
from Brooklyn.
If y'all didn't hear it by now.
Yes, yes.
But that's why the kids like to come to my class. They're like, "You gonna teach us Brooklyn, right?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna teach you reading." They like, "No, you gonna teach us Brooklyn, right? You're gonna tell us how to pronounce things in Brooklyn." Yes, baby, you will learn Brooklyn.
So do you like East Coast rap or West Coast rap?
I don't like rap.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
All right.
Yeah, I was a house club music gal.
Okay, so
Oh.
East Coast, Chicago house or New York house?
New York house all the time. House music all night.
That is hilarious. Let's see. Did we have? I did open up the phone last. Nobody called in. Okay.
Okay. But anyway, thank you all. Thank you all who joined us. Thank you, Mr. Demitra Bryant, for being our special guest on tonight, helping the people. Number 1, boggle. Number 2, make a pee. Number 3, bring a book to life by going to the location or landmark. Build your child's background knowledge. Read books about your culture, any culture. Okay. 5, read a nonfiction text. Read a inspirational text. 6, museum visits. 7, nature hikes. 8, drawing. 9, daily journaling. I wrote it down. I even wrote down the names of the
You
books.
wrote
so
it too.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All right, you
guys.
take it
All right,
easy.
have a
All
good
right.
evening. We'll call you.
Wow. What about that show?
That was amazing.
That was
Listen,
amazing.
you can bring people to the water, but you can't make them drink. And I was listening. I saw where our numbers were tonight, and I do understand everybody's not a parent, but you do know a child. Each one reach one. I hope that you all share this. Share it on your Facebook pages. Share the link and text message to people that you know may have children and may have struggled and may have some questions, may need her help, or just need to get this information, even if they don't hire her as a private tutor. And her prices, I have to tell you, is good. Is good. I did shop around, but I just stayed with her, and it was good. I'm glad I made the decision to go with her, and it was good. Thank you, Dr. Sparks, for that.
Did I tell you your lips look sexy today?
And that's how we got 3 children. Okay, so hey, we'll see y'all
You
next
look
week.
good today, girl.
We will see you all
My
next
boo.
week. You're my boo too, honey. I love you. 20 years of marriage, baby. You still make me smile and blush.
That's it.
And you
That's
still
it.
chase after me. So anyway.
I'll be chasing you tonight. Go run
Okay,
the stairs, girl.
listen. Next week, we'll be back. Same time, same channel. On Facebook. Join us, okay? You'll see what we announce next week. But remember, the Canyon class, July 31st, 10:30
Yes.
Eastern.
Sure
Register.
you get this book.
Get the book. It's a lot going on. It's a lot. We don't have idle time. If y'all think we got idle time, we don't.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We're going to say, make sure you get this, according to Dr. Sparks, make sure you get this 110-page book.
Book. You wrote a book. So, all right. Thank you all. Remember, say your prayers. Call on the name of the Lord. That's our help. That's our help. And we love you.
All right. Peace out, guys and gals.
Thanks for joining us this week on Chris and Carlette Live. Make sure to visit our website, chrisandcarlette.com. If you're on Facebook, share this broadcast. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our show. You may also find us on Apple Podcast, where you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Let us stay in contact with you by texting CNC Live to 474747. That's CNC Live to 474747.
CNC Live.